what scientists have described as enteric nervous system. I simply call it a second brain because your gut is able to sense things, process things, information, and in the highway through the vagus nerve, your information is coming from the gut, going to the brain, and from the brain coming to the gut. It's a bilateral communication, but 80% of this highway communication goes north from gut to the brain. So actually, it's a scientific event. It's a neurological event. It's biology that your gut is actually sensing so much of information and processing it that you are actually feeling it, and it feels not only um, because the gut actually realizes it long before your brain registers it. So once this information through the vagus nerve, this processing goes to your brain, that's when it lands in your frontal cortex, prefrontal cortex as an intuition. So it is to understand that this neurological event is processed by 38 or so trillion bacteria and 500 million neurons that are acting and transmitting in this most sophisticated neural network. So the question is not whether your perspective is going to change. The question is, now that you know that the gut has been co-authoring every perspective you have ever had, what are you going to do about it? The focus has been on digital development, on digital optimization, but human biology optimization takes second seat. It's not even on the it's not even on the radar. I mean, just if you consider the kind of food that is provided, okay, in the cafeteria, and the studies have shown that this ultra processed food that people are exposed to, it systematically it disrupts your gut microbiome, okay, and by regularly consuming it, you are destroying your gut microbiome, and then that is actually feeding and creating an inflammation. This inflammation actually goes through the pathways through cardiovascular diseases, metabolic dysfunction, and even neuroinflammation. So when it comes to that processed food, if you take it so many times a day and you are providing them with the pizzas and in your meetings and catering, that actually creates an inflammation. It's a pro-inflammatory culture, right? So that is where it erodes into that strategic capacity of the leadership itself over time. It's an expensive decision, and that's what you call a silent tax.